Hello, everybody. Yeah, today we're gonna be jamming on the intro. We're starting the cleanup process, so it's gonna be very soothing, I guess, therapeutic. Uh, gonna be watching your volumes, and yeah, sometimes at some point I might be checking on what the hands are doing. I guess, yeah, I might make him open his hands here to make it more interesting. So yeah, we're gonna go too rough at that point, but let's keep on cleaning. Let's finish this, and then we'll look at that element. Let's look at the volume. No, that's working. Good. Oops. I don't consult with idiots. Sing. Check so far. So. Yeah, I don't think I like what the hands are doing here. Interesting. Okay. I think this works better. See how this goes. Good. Okay. So let's keep and clean up then. Mm, so I'm missing a little bit of volume here. So what I'm gonna do is grab this tad bigger, just a tad. Okay, that works better. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, Roy? How you doing, man? Yeah, just move along with this. So here we go. Hmm. Okay. I feel this app's a bit too much in the rough, so I have to bring it in a bit. Yeah, it looks more akin to what we're doing. And change the color here. Always move from the back to the front. Wow, no holes. Cool. Let's keep a clean bucket here. Just and the little gaps. Here, it feels like this. So it's this. Go back to normal. Good. Oh, cool, man. Yeah. Oh, dude. Like, I know this is a process, man. Like, I'm not like looking for like a very fast sprout on viewership. Like, it's welcome. Yeah. But yeah, dude. Like, people will find their way here. Like, I have a feeling. I just have to keep it consistent, you know. And yeah, let me show you. Like, I'm gonna present it for next Tuesday class, but I'm actually cleaning up the run cycle with it with Art's character. So let me just get off of that. So I'm on drawing 712 and yeah, it's cleaning up really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up maybe tomorrow, and then on Tuesday I'll show like the end results. Oh man, yeah, that's the thing with fences. Dude, like, is it freezing where you're at? 'Cause I don't know. Like, we don't get winter down here, so I wouldn't know. That would get in the way of doing the work, I guess. Remember when I lived in Canada, I didn't enjoy cold weather. Was my thing. Yeah, man. I'm getting a couple of subscribers. Ooh, okay. Hope everything's alright now. Yeah, that's another thing with hurricanes down here in Panama. Like, yeah, like that's where I studied animation, man. Like I went to Vancouver, and even though the snows are it doesn't snow that hard there because like it's still really close to the ocean. It got cold too for me. Like when they invited me to Whistler Mountain, yeah, that was hell on earth. Not my thing. Get a little bit of in here. You won't see some. You won't see no mail here. No. Okay. Dale's that? Oh, Deltwood. Yeah. I mean, I almost went to Toronto, but well, I was working on the company with a company from there, but I don't know. It never really happened. So that's on the to-do list. Well, if the world doesn't explode, that is. Yeah. We're gaining a little bit of volume here, so let's move this lines in a bit. Just a tad. Yeah, that's better. That's yeah. British Columbia, yeah. That's West Coast. It was good times, man. Made a lot of really good friends, fellow animators. I still talk to them to this day. So yeah, good times. Oh, today I turned 51. Jesus Christ. I'm an old geezer now. Yep. A young squire. I don't know, man. I remember, like, back in the day, in my 20s, like, 50-year-old people look old. So I guess I look like that to 20-year-olds today. I don't know. I don't feel it like I feel like I look the same. I might be biased. Whenever I draw a hand, I always remember like Bancroft's Gingerwood hand incident. I don't know. Hands are hard, man. Things like in animation, like you have a little bit of leeway because like things happen really fast on the screen. So, oh, yeah. No, actually, down here, like when they start to ask for things like gas and like, can you buy me a cylinder of gas, or my washing machine broke down? Then yeah, you're old. When your handyman attributes become sexy, then yeah, you're an old chap. Yep. I don't know. I played like a gig a couple of months back, and I mean music gig because I play guitar in a band, and I did well that night. So I'm not worried about like looking like Walter Matthau or something. But still, there are things I can't do anymore. Yeah, so even little things like that, like the lacrimal gland. If you're not consistent with that will jump on the screen. So always make sure you're checking your models to the infamous detail, so you won't get that many screen jumps. I have a gap somewhere. Find it. Find the gap. Find the gap. Find the gap. Oh, yeah, here's the gap. Here we go. He wasn't wearing any pants. That's the gap. There we go. I mean, some people find this like paint bucket your art like soothing, like I don't know. Go back to normal. Oops. Back to freehand. There we go. Now to paint the afro. All right. Wow. We're gonna UPS. Wow. Nice. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, you want none of that smoke, man. That happened to me now in a resort hotel. Like, I don't know, it was this German couple that had this like tropical swinging dreams. Like, nah, not playing that. But yeah, things can get weird fast, man. Okay. So this is the change of the hands we did before. It was in a fist, but now it makes sense that he goes from open palm to closing. And then, even though this position here Hmm. Yep. And some people have. The people are nuts, man. Like maybe they have like a uniform dream. Like, yeah, I want a guy in a uniform to come and text off my wife in front of me. Like, sometimes you never know what's outside people's heads, man. So yeah, yeah. Okay, let's do something interesting here because I like this pose, but it's kind of like an unfurling of the hand, like going to the fist. But these two positions are not following this. So okay, let's eliminate the fingers here and here, and on this pose too. And I'm gonna need the references. This is the pose I need. Here, the handstand, and this is the pose I need. So coming from here, get rid of the whole hand. So let's do something like he's starting to turn his hand a bit. Still with the fingers. Okay, so that would move. Oh yeah, like I'm not looking at the volume right now. I'm focusing on the movement. So once I solve the movement problem, then I go with the volume. So yeah, like things will be like short or too long, but that's because you need to tackle one problem at a time. It's easier and you get better results like that. Because that's the thing. Like if you try to watch it at the volume and the flow and the movement and everything at the same time, you'll just you get crazy. So it's a matter of just tackling like one problem at a time, and then okay, so here one problem at a time, and then because in the end, like what you really want is like the end result. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want people to go crazy. It's not the goal of the channel. So, okay, so here, we're going to see a little bit of the thumb. Whoops. This one's going to be still straight. This is going to start bending. This is going to bend. This is going to bend a little bit. Something like this. There we go. Here, let's get rid of this. Get rid of the whole hand also here. And let's go with our cube. So the cube starts turning. See, so this is a more like it's more like a, you see like the top of the cube here, see a little bit of the side here. That will orient your fingers like this. Okay, so in this position here, you might see more of the okay. This starts to bend a little. This is a little bit more bent, and this is like completely bent. Yeah, that's smoother. Yeah. Yeah, like the hand overall is too small in all these poses. So I'll just check that out, comparing it from what I get here, cleaning it up. So yeah, like the place to control volume, like finally it's in cleanup, and that's basically what will go on screen. So don't like, and this is my advice, and this is how it works. Some people like to control the volume from the get-go. I feel like that just slows me down, but I mean, some people like get very like, I don't want to say anal retentive because that sounds like negative, but some people like to work on volume the whole time. My brain doesn't work like that, so I rather like when I'm doing volume, that's all I'm doing. Like for example, here, this hand goes back, and this hand goes on front. So let's do this one first. Okay. So this is way too thick. Like the palm. I need more structure here. More points of reference. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like toot my own horn by saying that the animation is a difficult task, and the way I've learned how to handle it is just like make a difficult task just a sequence of small, manageable tasks. If that makes sense, and you get better results that way. For example, this forearm muscles it's too bulky, so let's bring it down. This is not on volume, so you always check. You go back a bit and you check if the volume jumps. Okay. More. So he's projecting his shoulders to the front, so you won't see that much of the trapezius to get this cut line here. Yeah. Exactly. That's the thing. Like always compartmentalize. That's what I get for trying to use big words, but yeah. Compartment. Yeah, that word. Use compartments. So this will bring our clavicles a little bit higher here, so these lines don't make sense. So you see little things like that. Like I didn't pay attention to them when I was doing the rough animation. Um, I was more concerned with the overall movement and fluidity and show strength where it needed to be. So structural stuff like that, you'll check them on cleanup, and then you'll check your cleanup and find more stuff. So you're always going to be, tied down by your deadlines, like how much you can go into it. That's why when I see like an animated production, I'll never go like, oh my god, this sucks or whatever. It's just like, oh, they ran out of time. Is more than likely it's what happened. Like if you have like well-trained animators, like people normally know their stuff, but they're constrained by time. So some productions will not look as cool as others. Okay, so here, like this. Smooth, clean lines. Oh, this software is open source, Roy. So more than likely, it's not a basic version. It's just the version. So yeah, just keep in mind that this tends to crash a lot if you start adding a lot of effects. So I would say use this for your raw animation, your cleanup, and then render it in a PNG file, and then take it to After Effects or some other compositor for effects. I mean that's how I developed the workflow with this, because I mean you have a whole world of effects here that you can like use to make even particles or whatever. But I've noticed it crashes a lot, and it's due because it's an open source software. But I mean, a good workflow would be mixing this with Blender, or if you want to learn how to animate classically in Blender, and then do the effects there, then it's like a one-stop shop. The things like this feels natural to me because it's more akin to the training I've got. But a lot of people are doing great things in Blender. The things like the workflow with Blender, like to me, it's like going back and forth too much because it's still a 3D environment. But as I always tell you guys, this is just like how I work. So more than likely, just grab the concepts here. You'll learn here and find the software that molds better to your style of work. If you're working solo, like if you're gonna go into production with a group, then yeah, there are decisions to be made there. So yeah, no, but OpenTunes, it's open source, so there's no like basic version and then you get like a paid version. Like it doesn't work that way. Here, let's make these fingers more interesting. pants on. Cool. Filling gaps, filling gaps, filling gaps. I think I put nipples on him. So yeah, he has nipples. So should be able to see the nipples here. Yeah. A little bit of nippleage here. Okay. That should work. Gap, 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 gap. And eyebrow, eyebrow. Okay, now go here. This should be a bit bigger, so fix that now. Yeah, better. The nose is a little bit narrower on the other side. Yeah, it works. Yeah, like remember, guys, like this is like the old school way to do things, and I do it because I enjoy paint. Normally, the animation software like will allow you to grab like one drawing and modify it, so you can get like all this distortions of the I don't know anatomy. But I feel like learning the hard way is the best way to know what to ask out of software. And that's the thing. Like, I don't want to bash like anyone's productions, but I see it. Like sometimes you see bends that are not natural, or deformations, or things that are easy to avoid if you know the animation language. And the only way to learn it is doing it this way. So yeah, I guess it's learn through pain. I guess it's it's the way to go. But right now, like with Toon Boom, Mojo, TV Paint, like there's so many softwares that will allow you to do basically rig 2D sprites, and then like dialogue scenes and stuff that are don't involve that much movement with the character are done that way, so they can put like all their time on very like action scenes or difficult scenes. Like, and we're gonna be covering that during the classes at some point once we cover the basics of animation. So yeah, that'll be coming up. For that, I'm gonna be using a software called Mojo. But as with anything, every software will do like a similar thing. So you can follow it with the software of your choosing. I use Mojo because it's a tool that it's used professionally, and it's a one-stop shop. Like you only pay for it once. It's not like a subscription based like Adobe or Toon Boom, for example. I hate I hate subscription based software, and that's a personal choice. But if you don't mind it, like I'm not gonna judge you. But me personally, no, not for me. Especially since I don't like working for it. Like I haven't worked for anyone. Like being part of a studio like in years. So I basically trained myself to be a self-contained unit. So I have like a liberty of choice with the softwares I use. I've tried them almost everything that's out there. I can't say I've tried everything, but dude, I've been through a lot of software from Nuke, or After Effects, DaVinci, Adobe Animate, uh, Toon Boom, Toon Boom Harmony, TV Paint, Tahoma. Like, too many to remember right now. Just and even for CGI, like depending on who I was working for, I would be using 3D Max or Softimage or Maya. I remember a company I worked for a couple of months. They used like a software that never really got anywhere called Electric Image. Dude, that was a nightmare. The rendering engine will take forever to do anything. It's just not cool. Okay. There we go. Let's fill in the nipple situation. We get little gaps here, so let's fill in those gaps. Okay. Have a really huge gap here, so let's fill that out. Let's go back to normal. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Dude, I sincerely wish I still had my animation discs. Dude, I had like 14 of them, but yeah, that was another life. Okay. You see, now the hand is wider and the fingers are shorter from this hand to this hand. So what we do here is we clean up this. I would normally you do this. Just turn this off. I will grab the parameters of the hand I need. On the frame I'm working on. I turn on, just bring it down. Whoops. Bring it down to where I need it, which would be like around here. So that way, see, it's easier to keep track of the volume of the stuff when you're focusing only on the volume. So that way, yeah. We use what we did for reference for positioning, but we don't really follow the underdrawing on this one or the rough drawing on this one because the volumes are really all off on the rough. So, but I didn't like trace completely the whole hand because when you trace, like your animation becomes static. So keep that as a rule of thumb. That like get the points of reference you need to keep the volume constant, but don't trace the object completely. See, it's not the same hand. Let's do the same here. Down. So now we got. We might need to turn it a bit here. This works. Okay. Let's see the weapons. Hmm. I think I need to keep the volume constant here too. There we go. There we go. Now let's see how it's moving. Yep. Yeah. I like what I'm seeing here. Yep. Hit that like and subscribe. Thanks, Roy. That's a jewel, sir. Okay, so now the deltoid here, what's happening? So, okay. To pronounce this line, so let's bring it in a bit, ever so slightly. And yeah. Here, okay, so here the arms going down. So this line shouldn't be here. This is too low, so let's do a midpoint around here. There we go. That's better. This line's here, so you say it goes from here to here. You see that? That's how you like. There are different ways to keep track of volume. Because you want to keep the space you get. Let me make it like a red. The space you got here, the same as the space you have here. So it's a matter of just, like keeping track of how thick things are. Oh yeah, Black and White, Sins of the Father by R.T. Bear. Get it. I'm doing the supplemental book, Black and White, High Octane 2. There's a few copies of High Octane 1. It's a more like a cartoony version, kind of like a would be like a Saturday morning cartoon version of Art's characters, and it's a lot of fun to do. Like, so yeah, get it on Indiegogo. Okay. Get Artwork by RT Bear and High Octane by me. Pedro Eng. I really have to learn how to sell myself. But yeah, man, I've been working with art for a couple of years, and it's been. I mean, art took me to college when it comes down to making comic books, and I will be forever grateful with that, man. That's it. Like this. Freehand, let's go back to normal. Let's see if we have any gaps. We do have gaps. And it's the gap in the pants. Keep forgetting that he is wearing pants. Wait. That line was out to lunch. Oh, let's bring it from behind. Okay. All right. Oops. I don't want to be feeling things that shouldn't be filled. So always be careful with your freehand tool. Go normal. Whoops. Well, I have no control over what Art says, but I'll let him know. Yeah, but he does says you guys a lot. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Tank? It's been a while, brother. Oh, Jesus. So many gaps here. Okay. So I'm missing a little detail here, I guess. And but is it? Yeah, it's here. This detail on the wrist and and I think we should include it at least here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so same deal here to keep the volume of the hand consistent. Get the markings, the whereabouts of. You see, really short fingers on the rough. So, but the hand, like if you see this line, I'm using this line as reference to place the hand. Yeah. Oh yeah, in betweening, it's part of the fun, man. I find it really relaxing, or at least I like to think it is, because you just go nuts if you don't. So yeah. Right now, we're just trying to be consistent with our volumes. So, yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm not teaching you guys because they're more like akin to analog animation. Dude, yeah. Yeah. The thing with line quality with animation is that it doesn't really have to be perfect. It's just it doesn't really have to go crazy. You know, because it's just a matter of knowing where from where you're coming and knowing where you're going. And yeah, I don't know. I found I don't really have a problem with. Actually, I don't like the constant uh, width of the pencil, like the digital pencil. It feels unnatural. So that's why I use pressure sensitivity. Like I have it on. You can turn it off, but like for example, what's the name of this series? It's a Disney show that's really wacky and deals with a lot of conspiracy theories. Freak something. They use that like that same line quality. Oh, dude. Oh, I did delay. I'm here for the long haul, man. Like I want to preserve this information because with the new AI things coming out, a lot of people are gonna be are gonna be able to to do animation, and the old way of doing stuff is gonna be lost. And it's not that I'm like bashing people who will use AI. I just would love people who use AI to know what to ask the AI once it comes once it comes down to that. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, it is. We need to preserve all like the old ways of doing things. Because if we allow the machines to think for us, we're just gonna get dumber. Like, I don't know. Frank Herbert marked me with his Doom books. The things like I read the Doom books in the '90s, and I'm still like quoting stuff from there. And never make a machine that imitates the human mind has stuck with me. So I don't trust AI. I don't want to say like for that like that's the only reason, but it's a big factor. True love. Yeah, yeah. That's what I said. Like I'm not like a purist like against don't use AI. Of course, it's gonna become part of the pipeline. Actually, studios can get smaller because a lot of people are like, yeah, animators are gonna be out of work. Why don't you see it as animators are gonna have the tools to make their own series, so we're gonna have more product and more people will be doing more stuff because studios are gonna be smaller. But if they have like that, like I want to be an employee mentality, then yeah, you're in big trouble. But if you keep an open mind and see the possibilities of what can be done, yeah, the sky's the limit. But then again, still keeping the knowledge available, and I don't want to say pure, but okay, so we're losing a little bit of volume here. So, but seeing animation as a vehicle for storytelling and technology allowing for that message to be around, it's it's a I think it's a beautiful thing. Just we just need not to lose north and turn stupid. That's the only thing that's giving me like apprehensive about this whole ordeal. Okay, let's just okay, whoa, not that line. Okay, so we have this line here and this line here. It's not that bad. Yeah, so giving the volume. Okay. The other line right here. So it's too low. I mean, the line in the rough, it's gaining a little bit of volume, so let's draw inside of it. Just keep things consistent here. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna change the music because yeah, it's getting on my nerves. Give me 1 second. Uh, okay. I don't like that one either, but at least it's not the same thing. It's been going on for over an hour. So yeah, let's keep on animating or cleaning up. Let's be precise with our language here. So okay, the body's moving ever so slightly. So here it would be nice if we use our onion skin just to keep the volume consistent. You see, I'm drawing like I drew outside the line here to find the position, and now I'm gonna draw inside the line to keep the volume consistent. So you see, so for like really slow movement like this, onion skin is the way to go. But when I'm using like when I'm rough animating, I rarely use the onion skin because it just makes your animation stiff. So keep that in mind. Got this. Okay, this time we remember the pants. Always remember the pants. Okay, so for the ab, it's really twisting here, so you can actually bring it in a bit. This is too far. The rough lines are too far, but this is not that bad. Okay. Here the chest is going up, so this line. So a nip here and a nip here. Okay. Right. This line goes in. Okay. By onion skin. I said by onion skin. Okay. So yeah. Next Thursday we're gonna have our first acting class, for lack of a better description. But yeah, we're gonna be using. I already asked permission to Pizza Medi to use King Cryptid. I'm developing the model sheet, and the class is gonna be bad news. So this is the first exercise where we're gonna be doing two scenes, and it's gonna be a close up and a long shot. And the exercise is your character, like we don't get to hear what is said to him, but it's supposed to be bad news. So how will he react to bad news? So it's the first, like, since it's a close up, like it's a close up or a medium shot, and we're gonna be playing a lot with facial expressions and whatnot. It's gonna be fun. So be ready for Tuesday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Bad news. So in the rough, I did like shadows on his eyes. I'm saving that for the effects layer later. So that's why I'm not doing them right now, even though you can see them. But yeah, that's better handled in the effects layer, which I think I showed you last Saturday how that looks like. If we go to frame one, let me just center everything out. You get your shadow layer, you get your highlight layer, and you can apply, like, this is as far as I go with effects in OpenTunes because it doesn't crash. If you go further from here, like, you start getting problems. But if I turn on the layer view, the effects view, you see I got a nice like blur on the layer shape. And basically what you will do is animate your shadows as a shape that's giving three-dimensionality to your character, and then you apply the effect to the level. So that way you won't mess with effects on only one level, which will also crash the software. And maybe you want to apply blur to the shape of the shadow, but you don't want to apply blur to the character. So yeah, it's just good practice to do your effects on a different layer. As I mentioned before, like, you can do particles here too, but I advised against it. And always remember, rotate your canvas so you can have you can draw natural lines using your anatomy. For example, here I'm using like the natural curvature of how my wrist turns. Hey, what's up, Analia? We're working on the intro for the show, which is the character I designed years ago called Chauncey Nims, but he thinks he's like a kung fu fighter. So this is what I got so far. And yep, we're on frame 11, well, or frame 21 of 120. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go maybe like half an hour more, and then what we're gonna call it a day. But yeah, As I said, every Tuesday is going to be a new class. You can follow them at your own pace. The next class is bad news, so it's going to be fun. Okay, let's go to normal here. Afro. Yeah, that's just reminded me of Chris Rock going like, yeah, that circus. Yeah, that Afro. Circus, Afro, circus, Afro. Polka that, Afro. Sorry about that. Back. Let's fill out the names and the fingers. Okay, whoa. Mm-hmm. This is very dirty. Just there we go. Here. Normal. Ow. Okay. Again, chubby fingers. So we know the drill. Come here, trim out the onion skin. Get our markers for the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This line is not good. 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 Now with this, nail this out to lunch. That's better. 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 Yeah. Okay. Okay, see, this forearm is completely out to lunch. So again, we use our onion skin. You know what? This is just gonna confuse us. So here, we'll just use, because the hand's not really turning, so we can basically use the last drawing as reference. If I got like the arm turning or whatnot, I wouldn't do this, because this is very like not dangerous, but it can make your animation really stiff if you clean it up all like this, like using the last drawing as reference. But in this case, seeing what's happening and how the rough drawing is like completely crazy. So yeah, it's basically like a call you'll make. But in this case, we have like a very, almost like a moving hole, right? Like it's very, very slow. So it's okay to okay, good. That works. Mhm. So with the deltoid again, onion skin, because the body's turning ever so slightly. And here, the shoulder starts going to the back. So that's why I'm not moving it like further like here, but like maybe like receding, but we're gonna start to see more of the side of the torso here. So it says that if I drew a box, like we're coming from something that looks like this to something that looks more like, and I'm really gonna exaggerate it, but something that looks more like this. So we see more of the side, right? So that's gonna make our torso narrower, but it's very subtle. So you really have to be careful not to overdo it, because then you're gonna go or run into volume problems real quick. So just keep that in mind. Look, even not even like moving it into the shape, but just keeping it on the same line while taking volume from this side is gonna give you the illusion of it turning. So yeah, so little things to be on the lookout. Let me get rid of this. We don't need this on the final product we're cleaning up. It's in the word of what we're doing. Should be clean. Okay. So, right. The ads also is going to start looking a little bit more, not skinny, but the profile is going to be different. Skin out. He's still facing up front, so Yep. Wasn't doing the jaw. The little things in the design, like you're gonna lose track of them. That's why I like doing these things live, because then you can see, like, yeah, you can make mistakes, but you can pick them up quickly, and it's not the end of the world. Just concentrate on what you're doing. Do several revisions of different passes of the same thing, and you'll pick yourself up. Like, oh, look, I missed this. Right? It's not supposed to be perfect. A lot of people like stop themselves because they want everything to be perfect from the get go, and that's just a bad state of mind. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Actually, in mistakes, you find cool things. Like you'll get results you weren't really expecting. So yeah, mistakes can be exciting too. I mean, they can be exciting as long as you catch them yourself. I mean, if your client catches them, then yeah, those won't be fun. But if you concentrate and basically do your due diligence, yeah, fun. So, yeah, so all this is moving like ever so slightly, so the onion skin is not gonna make this stiff. We're going a little bit lower. She's dipping his head. There you go. And always long, confident lines. And always rotate your canvas so you can do your lines comfortably. Little things to go by. I mean, if you're doing it digitally analogically with an animation disc, so yeah, always rotate your animation disc. And if your software allows it, rotate your canvas as much as you can, so you can find the right angle to do the line properly. Whoops. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's all coming. The things like it's all in the exercises. So as we progress with the classes, the the exercises will get more complicated, and there will be more planning involved. So yeah, layouts and and backgrounds are a big part of it. I mean, I'm a big fan of Jenny Tartakovsky, so we're gonna be reviewing like doing backgrounds in the style of Samurai Jack, or like in the style of Jackie Chan Adventures. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna go for series that might not be new or like what people love, but they have done interesting things with their projects. And regarding backgrounds, Shaolin Showdown, uh, Samurai Jack, and Jackie Chan Adventures are very distinctive in their approach to layouts and backgrounds. So we're gonna be reviewing that. Yeah, good question. Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people like really want to do anime, but I don't want to say like anime. It's very standardized, but like backgrounds in anime are not really that distinctive. Like they're really good, but it's always like, I don't want to say the same technique, but or they look the same, but I don't see like a lot of, yeah. Haunted House the movie, or Foster House of Imaginary Friends, because Haunted House is the CGI feature film, which is amazing, and they did do a lot of like stylized, like morphed reality, a la what Tim Burton used to do with Beetlejuice. And Foster House, yeah, like Foster House of Monsters. That was interesting, but I felt echoes of what Jenny Tartakovsky did. But it's really good. Haunted House. Okay, I'm gonna search for it now. Haunted House. Let's see, we're talking about the same. Haunted House cartoon. I see Monsters House. Hmm. Was it a Cartoon Network show? Analia? Or which one is it? I don't recall. Hmm. Because there's a South Korean animated series called The Haunted House. I haven't seen that one. Looks cool though. Very chibi anime-ish from 2020. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, horror style cartoons. Yeah, of course. Oof. Like the Creepshow animated series, or um, there was a Beetlejuice animated show, which I loved. Like that was very surreal, and that took a lot of notes from Ralph Bakshi. Like you can see it in the pedigree of the show. So yeah, there's a lot to pick up from there. So the arms are still in the same position here, almost. See? Okay, so one on the same position, and then they start to turn. Okay. Here. Bring back the onion skin. You know what? Let's just do something interesting here. Just grab the features of the hand, because Okay. And here I have one, two, three, four. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do now. So you see what I'm doing? I'm using the marks of the hand. I had no volume, and I'm just adjusting the length of the fingers where it should be, just taking into account the position they should be. I don't know if that made any sense. I understood myself. Sorry. Okay. My God. That was like a dumb, intelligent thing I just said. And there's a possibility this might not work, and I might have to like reshape things to fit the volume. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, this should be lower. I haven't even finished the hand, and I can see it should be lower. There we go. Oh, Scooby Doo. Yeah, that classifies as a horror show. But okay, I don't want to get struck, but I'm gonna show you guys what is to me the best horror show backgrounds and basically horror show animated short of all time. All right, there you go. It's a 1953 short made by a studio called the UPA, and dude, it's beautiful. Let me see if you guys can see this. So yeah, Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. It's 7 minutes, and I'm just gonna pause it a lot. Let me turn off the media. Shut up, music. Here we go. So these guys, they grabbed the Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe and turned it into a short film. When they aired this the first time, the public didn't knew how to react because people were used to see animation and laugh. So that's the thing with the UPA. Like they're very they like to celebrate the fact that it's a drawing, so things tend to be flat, like not really looking for perspective. Like they want to use this like surrealism to everything they did, and it was just amazing, man. Like I really admire like what they do, and they influenced everybody. Yeah, so I don't want to get like this uh episode struck to show it, but look at that, like using silhouettes. Yeah, dude. Just check him out on your own time. Like, look at this background, man. Using negative space, using shadows to imply like mode. It's just amazing. Like, for example, check this out. Like how gloomy is within the house just because it's so bright outside that you get the light coming in. Like, the really well thought out backgrounds, and this was done in 1953, man. I did. So you see, like Ren and Stimpy did a lot of this, like stills of very like detailed, like almost painterly scenes. Ren and Stimpy took a note from this. So you see, guys, like, dude, like this is what's fascinating about animation. Like so many things have been done. Dude, look at this, man. Wow, awesome. Yeah, yeah. Only animated the shadows, man. It's just oh, this sequence here. Check this out. Like here, what's animated is only the light. Dude, so good. So okay, I'm not. I don't want to spoil it for you. So yeah, look for it. The Telltale Heart by the UPA Studios. Yeah, yeah. This is just awesome, man. Awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, so let's go back to okay. Whew, goosebumps. I have stuff to watch tonight. So yeah, this is the good thing about teaching. Like I have forgotten about that short, and dude, that really marked me. The UPA did Gerald McBoing Boing and Mr. Magoo. Those were like the two shows that were like really famous from them. But their style influenced like the Pink Panther and influenced mostly like animated shows from the 70s. Like a lot of people like saw what the UPA were doing and was like, oh, we can do that with animation. Basically, like what happened with Wild Bakshi in the 90s with Mighty Mouse. Like Mighty Mouse was the first show that stopped doing like licensed toy shows like He-Man and which were great. I'm not bashing like the 80s animation. Like we all grew up watching that. But the freedom for animation was the 90s because they were not held to a toy license. And that was right while actually doing the remake of the Mighty Mouse. So yeah, yeah. So I think I might do shows on animation history too. That might be interesting. So yeah, dude, good stuff. So guys, we've been going over 2 hours now. So I think I'm gonna stop because my eyes are starting to hurt. So, but we cleaned up almost 12 drawings now. So we're doing great. You go. So yeah, Sean Simmons is on its way. There's a lot of I'm gonna use a lot of like animation I've done for the yeah, Tales from the Crypt, for example. That was awesome. Creep Show was awesome. Uh so yeah, like regarding horror, there's a treasure trove of things we can look at. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, this is what we got with Sean Simmons. Let me save it. Remember, save often. Your life depends as if your life depends on it, because it does. And this is what we got from the run cycle. I did a little bit more cleanup on it, and we're 7 drawings in with 12 or with 5 more to go to finish it, but it's looking good too. You see, it's the same thing as I was doing the other one, just keeping up the volumes and yeah. So yeah, guys, this is another a jam episode of the Animation Dojo. Let's convene again on Tuesday, where we'll be doing the next exercise with Pete Simeti's Cryptid, uh, called Bad News. So I hope I see you guys there, and have a great Saturday, everybody. Bye bye. And yeah, I say bye bye, and I can find the button to end the stream. Here we go. Bye bye.